Metalheads, episode 8, Green Bay's Metal Elite. Ryan and Irv at my sides.
Got it right this.
Yeah. And, it's getting colder out, you know. We're supposed to get some pretty good snowfall tomorrow night.
How are you still in shorts right now?
It's above 30 degrees. I'm good to wear shorts until it gets to be 29 outside.
There was a dude in class today wearing shorts next to me. I was surprised.
I'm not even a Wisconsinite. I didn't even grow up here.
Oh, yeah, that was the first thing that showed me.
The thing is, people look at me like I'm insane, and I'm like, you all grew up here. Oh, we're just smart. I'm like, that's what you want to say to me. That's fine. Maybe you're just a bunch of pussies.
Well, I got Mexican blood flowing through me, so
Well,
I get colder before anybody else really should.
It's true.
Anyways, next week for some of us is the start. I don't know if it's for you, but it's the start of finals for me.
I'm done.
Yeah, you suck. So just for me, finals. And so that has nothing to do with the show, but I just thought I should share it with you.
So the rest of y'all
Hey,
can look
hey.
at finals.
Yeah.
Hey, finals time is, you can't wait till it's over.
It's ridiculous because finals is on Thursday, Friday, and then Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday.
I never understood
Monday,
why
Tuesday,
GB, because I was also
Yeah.
I was also a GB student. I never understood why they did that.
Yeah.
I
It's
never
just
understood it.
dumb because I have a final on Friday night from 6 to 8.
Is that
Oh.
tomorrow night?
No, next week.
Next week, okay.
Yeah. From 6 to 8 on a Friday when that class is normally 6 to 8 on a Wednesday.
Oh, I see what
What
you mean.
the
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
College problems.
Yeah.
Hashtag it.
Almost done. Yeah. Did you hear about that kid who got named hashtag?
Yeah.
But like in every class this week, my professors have been talking about
That's
it.
so fucking stupid. It's hashtag something else that's real stupid.
That sucks for that
Poor
kid.
kid.
I'd be so pissed.
He's
Yeah.
become a metalhead the one day because everybody's gonna disown him and he's gonna find
Right.
out.
Yeah.
So hashtag. Much love.
We'll be looking out for you.
Yeah. Hashtag. Well, this is a semi-big week for news and metal
Very exciting.
community, I guess.
Not exciting day. Yesterday was the Grammy nominations.
Yeah.
We
We
should-
barely gave an inch to the hard rock and heavy metal world.
They're apparently the same thing according to the Grammys. Irv and I were talking about this before you got here.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's no distinguishing between hard rock and the Grammys, or hard rock and metal in the Grammys. They're
Yeah.
apparently the same thing. So a band like Hailstorm is the same as Anthrax. Also, the other thing I had was congratulations to Hailstorm. I think it's cool that they get an Emmy nomination
Yeah.
for best hard rock metal band with Anthrax and what is it?
Iron
Megadeth.
Iron Maiden, yeah.
And,
Marilyn
Manson's
Manson.
on there.
Yeah.
And Lamb of God.
Lamb of God, yeah, is the last one.
Yeah, hell, it's like those games I used to play in elementary school. Like, which one of these doesn't belong with the rest of them?
Yeah, seriously.
No offense to Hailstorm.
I mean,
but
yeah,
they
no,
really
definitely
don't belong
not.
in the metal scene. I mean, they're
But,
great
yeah.
hard rock.
I guess, yeah, we'll talk about that real quick. Grammys nominated Anthrax for I'm Alive, Hailstorm, Love Bites, Iron Maiden, Blood Brothers, Lamb of God, Ghost Walking, Marilyn Manson, No Reflection, and Megadeth for Whose Life Is It Anyway? I thought that was pretty.
I like
pretty
that
lame.
play on words. I
Yeah,
like that.
for sure.
If you've ever seen Whose Line Is It Anyway, you know what we're talking about.
Motherfucker.
Turn down the volume.
Listening to some Nile.
Yes.
Alright, so out of those, I guess, who do you guys think should win the Grammy there?
I'd say Ghost Walking, Lamb of God, just because of the year they've had with everything.
Sure.
And that was their record resolution was pretty fucking good. And I really like that song. So, and Iron Maiden won it like last year and the year before. So
Give them a break.
Yeah, give them a break.
Stop winning stuff, guys.
Yeah, I mean Iron Maiden is kick ass.
They're great, yeah.
Yeah. We're sticking some pants on willing at the time like the rest of us, though. It's true.
I actually tried putting my pants on too, like third time once, and it worked.
Oh, I'm about to say, did you fall flat on your face? Shit.
Yeah.
We heard a loud thud before we came over to your place.
Who do you think should win then? Ryan?
I think Anthrax. I think the song. I thought that was a great song when it came out. I don't think it got enough. I don't think we played it enough on our station. I know a couple other stations in the area played it. I just thought it was a great song.
I can honestly say I've never heard it.
No.
No, yeah. Is
Good.
it like brand new? Newest record? It's not their newest
I
record?
think it came out what, early 2012. I
Okay.
believe. It was on the rock charts. I believe early 2012.
Because I saw them. They were the headliners, and then Testament and Death Angel was the opener at the rave, and that was like not even a year ago. It was like almost a year ago. So like would have been around the start of 2012. So they might have played it. I mean, it was
You were so hammered you had no idea.
No, I didn't. I didn't even drink. I just stood there and it was pretty cool. I just really like Death Angel and Testament a lot. I'm not a huge Anthrax guy though.
That was the other thing I was trying to think of too. Then, where exactly does the year end and begin for the Grammy to consider like an artist for song or album? Like this year's almost ending. I mean, but the Grammys don't actually announce their winners until I thought it was like I wrote it down. I thought like March or like somewhere later in the year.
Is it so the 2012 Grammys?
No, because that happened already. That's what I'm saying. Like, where does the year end and start for the Grammys to consider an artist for their song or album?
I don't know. I would say like the full 2012 year, but if they're not announcing it until like March.
Because if it's like what you said, Ryan, Anthrax, "I'm Alive" came out like you said in the early
January 4th of 2012. That single came out. The CD was out in September of 2011, and then "You Know the Devil You Know," right? That was our other big single off.
Yeah,
which is possibly a better song. But I think "I'm Alive" is kind of like the Soundgarden song, been way too long. I think it's kind of one of those things. It's Anthrax like, "I'm alive, we're good, we're here to do shit."
Yeah.
Soundgarden been away too long. Obviously, been away for 16 years. It's kind of a very fitting title, I think, for the song. Maybe that's why "I'm Alive" is up instead of Devil You Know.
Yeah. And then also along the lines of the Grammys, what is the difference between record of the year and album of the year?
Yeah, we were trying to figure that out last night.
That's a great question.
I don't know.
I wish I could tell you.
Fuck the Grammys.
If somebody out there knows it, just comment on our YouTube video and let us know if you have a good opinion.
And then here's the other thing here. For best rock song, some of the artists in this category were Coldplay, Muse, Bruce Springsteen, and then there were like two more that I forgot.
Yeah. Shitty.
Yeah.
Just trash. Just garbage, you know?
How is Muse? No offense to Muse. They have a couple songs I'll listen to. But how are they rock? How is Coldplay rock? Like the 6 Cent show that we play on 93 Rock. They had like all this information about Coldplay. Why are you talking about them? How are they relevant to probably most of the stations that your show plays on?
Yeah.
They're not.
Coldplay.
If I wanted to know how somebody was gay, I'd ask them if they listen to Coldplay. Obviously.
Isn't that from a movie?
It is from 40-year-old.
Okay, yeah.
Or if I wanted to bore myself,
yeah,
I would listen to Coldplay over watching paint dry on the wall.
Yeah. Coldplay.
I listen to them and I'm like, wow, I could be doing so many other great things right now.
Seriously.
I'm not gonna lie though, not willingly, I saw Coldplay live. So I worked at Alpine Valley. I didn't want to see them, but there was something really cool. They just like launched out like 100 or 200 like yellow like beach volleyballs and shit. I thought that was kind of cool.
100, 200 yellow dildos.
Gotta find something to keep the people attentive.
And like a million like paper butterflies. And, that was real gay. But it was kind of cool to see them like all just like in the air at once. And then they were also like giving away like free like EPs at the door. I grabbed like 4, so I'm like, well, people I know listen to shit. Here's a couple of gifts I won't have to ever think about in the future.
Yeah, right.
Put them on eBay.
Good.
Yeah.
That's true. And then I guess to end the Grammys on a light note, for Best Comedy Album, Tenacious D was nominated.
Oh, that's cool.
For Rise of the Phoenix.
I love Jack Black.
I do too.
He's awesome.
So funny.
I didn't even know that they had a new album out. I had no idea.
Yeah, it came out over the summer. And when they play live, they have like a phoenix thing in their background, but it looks like a dick with some balls. Did I show you that?
No.
No. All right, I'll have to link that. But it's just like a giant inflatable like phoenix, but it doesn't have like any wings, and it just looks like a fucking scrotum with some testicles.
Jeez.
So what else do you guys got?
Ozzy had a birthday this week, 65. So he's fucking old.
Can anybody yell Sharon like he can?
Sharon!
I can't.
Sharon! It didn't come out. Had too much.
Asking Alexandria is coming out with an EP that has 4 covers of the 80s.
Did you know that their lead singer eats all the food that the band gets? Because you notice like everybody else in their band looks completely anorexic.
He's pretty fat.
Yeah, he's kind of chunky. That's what when they opened up for Avenged Sevenfold, one of my buddies I went with goes, dude, do you think he eats for the entire band and he just starves the rest of them? It's like Family Guy with the Thanksgiving episode where John Goodman eats all the food and his family can't eat anything.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of like that where he's like, oh, get away from me. Sorry.
No, yeah, but that EP has a cover of Separate Ways by Journey, Kickstart My Heart by The Crew, Here I Go Again by Whitesnake, and Hysteria by Def Leppard. So some great 80s jams that are
about to get slaughtered.
Yeah, just going to be put down the garbage disposal. It's going to be terrible. I guarantee it. And they got into a bus accident this week, I saw, but, you know, just saw it and scrolled past it. Because they don't really give a fuck.
That's metal.
Yeah. Did you guys see Chevelle came out with a new song?
I did. That was the first thing on my list. Fizz Gig or whatever.
Yeah.
It's an awesome song.
Yeah, it's
I have
not
no
bad.
idea what the song title means, but
It's not bad at all.
it's really dark.
Yeah.
It's got like a heavy melodic darkness to it that's really...
It's cool. I like
it.
it.
Is.
I mean, it's not like super awesome, like up there with like like the Red and all that shit. But
Yeah.
it's like a solid song,
Yeah.
which is cool.
For a song that's on their greatest hits album.
Yeah,
Like Separate Arrows or something.
Straight Arrows.
Straight Arrows.
So that's cool. I remember. Well, last week I talked about Carcass having a reunion and about how the drummer from Heaven Shall Burn was supposedly like a part of it. Well, this week he like totally denied being a part of it, and then they revealed the real lineup. So I guess case closed with that one. Another thing maybe that you guys don't have, because I'm sure. I know we talked online, and I'm sure you're going to talk about some of the stuff, so I'm skipping it.
All right.
But Call You Out, Flyleaf came out with a video for that song like yesterday or today. Did you guys see it? The song's like 2 minutes long. The whole video is just like 2D like animals, kind of like these rabbits live in a town and like a bear's attacking them or some bullshit. Just wasted 2 minutes of my life. Like I never got that.
Sound very original. I feel like I've seen a lot of stuff like that.
It just is, and the song isn't even that good. It's 2 minutes long.
Or is it with the new
I don't think it's recorded because that song I think
It's off probably their
New
newest
Horizons,
album,
yeah, and
that was with Lacey.
yeah, and she quit after. So yeah, there's that, and then probably my favorite news of the week: a tour got announced. The first couple dates: In Flames, Demon Hunter, All Shall Perish, and Battlecross.
No dates in Wisconsin though, right?
Yeah, not yet. They said they're gonna announce the second leg. They have a date in Chicago, but I mean, honestly, if it's like on a weekend in Chicago, I would seriously consider driving there because, I mean, In Flames is fucking killer. I've never seen Demon Hunter, and I want to because their new album is awesome. All Shall Perish I've seen before, or whatever. And like, if you guys haven't ever heard of Battlecross, like, they're on Metal Blade. They're legit. They're a pretty new band, but hopefully they have a Wisconsin date because they said they were gonna try to go to like, not like the big city tour, because it's like In Flames is headlining. So we'll see. Hopefully,
It's got some good stuff.
yeah,
I listened to them in a long time, but
they're good. All Shall Perish actually. Last time I was at the Mayhem Festival, we were waiting in line to meet Unearth, one of my favorite bands, and like at the Mayhem Fest, after a band plays, they usually have 2 meet and greets, and then they go and do their
They do
whatever.
2?
Yeah, usually.
Huh.
They go to the Jaeger tent, then they go to their merch booth, or like the Rockstar tent, and then they go to their merch booth. And so right next to the Unearth merch booth, where we were all waiting for them because they were still at the Jaeger tent, All Shall Perish was signing stuff. And, like, the line got through or whatever, and they were just, like, standing around. So Noah and I just, like, went over there, got a free poster, had them all sign it, shook their hands, and then got back in line. Didn't even, like, watch their set. Like, I watched, like, a song maybe while we were standing there, and it was just like, yeah, man, that was a brutal set. Like I think they kind of knew, too. That was the day I got fucking crazy dehydrated and confirmed my superhero name of Heatstroke. Yeah, that was brutal. But yes, that's most of the shit I got.
Do you have any information on Randy Blythe?
Oh yeah, and just got that on the side. And, yeah, so he got indicted or whatever for manslaughter charges. So he's got to go to the Czech Republic.
No, he's not. He doesn't have to go. He doesn't have to go there yet. They're waiting on whether or not they want him to come.
Oh, okay, okay.
So yeah, I was just reading the article. It said he's not afraid. You know, he's not hiding in the United States. If they allow him to come over, then he will.
Yeah, it's just like with that whole thing though. One, I fear that the trial is not going to be at all fair because he's pretty much
in the Czech Republic.
Yeah, and he's pretty much a celebrity, so it's like, oh yeah, we got to get this guy like in our prison, you know?
Of him.
Yeah. And I don't know. I've seen like the video. There's like 3 videos out there from that concert, and like the one that they think, or that I read that they think, is the kid getting thrown off stage. The kid like comes on stage. It's pretty small stage.
Well, once you set it up from the beginning, because there's probably people that don't know really what's going on.
Okay, so basically what happened is Randy, lead singer of Lamb of God, they're playing a show in the Czech Republic like 2 years ago. Kid like I was saying, the stage is pretty small. Probably wasn't much wider than this room. So I don't know. Maybe was this like 20 feet? Maybe.
I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't that big, and there was like a barricade not that far from the stage, so like people could obviously get up on the stage. And so this kid gets up on stage, and you know how people like run around and like jump off to crowd surf or whatever the fuck they do. So in the video that I saw, the kid's up on stage and Randy kind of grabs him like almost by the collar of his shirt, and then also a security guard comes from the side of the stage and they both together throw him off. And I guess what happened was the kid like hit his head weird or something and went into a coma a couple of days later and died.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't even hear about
Okay, yeah, so that's what happened, and then that was like fucking a long time ago, like more than a year. So then just randomly, next time he was in the Czech Republic, like they seized him and held him in prison.
He was in prison for over a month, wasn't he?
Yeah, like 40 days or something. And I guess I heard that the U.S. government, like, that the Czech Republic kind of like let them know, and then they didn't even tell Lamb of God that was like he was like wanted or something. That's what I heard a while ago. I don't know if that's true, but that's some bullshit if that is true. Mm-hmm. So basically now he's gotta, he got indicted, and I guess we'll see what happens. Honestly though, ever since Dimebag got shot on stage by that guy, like...
That was 8 years ago today, I believe.
Bullshit, really?
Today?
Today or yesterday, either the 5th or the 6th.
6 is today.
6 is today, yeah.
It might be today. I don't know.
I believe it is today. I believe one of the stations I follow in Columbus, Ohio, had it on their Facebook page.
But yeah, so that's... I mean, and you're in a foreign country too, so it's like... that just adds more to it, because you don't know what the fuck people are going to act and do.
Well, yeah, I mean...
So, I don't know. I think he had every right to throw him off the stage because he shouldn't have been on the stage in the first place.
Yeah.
And people jump off the stage every single day at huge concerts, and you know what? They probably get hurt and nothing, happens. I mean, it totally sucks that those parents had to lose their child over something like that, and, but...
8 years ago from this Saturday was Dimebag.
That's why
Which is why the big concert's going
Fest,
on.
Yeah.
Should we talk about that real quick?
Kimberly.
Yeah, Tanner's Bar and Grill in Kimberly, Wisconsin. Bunch of local metal bands doing Pantera tribute songs. I don't know if they're doing Damage Plan. I don't know if they're doing Damage Plan songs as well, but...
Kenny Machine Guns is going to be playing it there.
Was it Lead is another one?
Headstone?
I had the things, the entertainer in my car, if I had to pull them out. But yeah, there was a short little thing on that. Which, I actually wouldn't mind going to. I mean, like you said, if you get off, I'll totally fucking drive there. And it's an all ages show, so,
21 and up, I thought.
I don't know. We just saw a thing last night at the Hideout that said it was all ages.
Oh, is it? Okay.
$5 cover, all ages.
Oh, I'm sorry. The one that's going on tonight is 21 and up.
Where's that at?
The Trap Taproot Razor Extreme fan concert.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Why is that? I mean, that always annoyed me growing up. Is having shows only be 21 and over.
Just so they can have them at a bar and make it easier, I guess.
Yeah.
Why not?
No underage drinking.
They just still ID everybody, but then tag them with a bracelet.
I don't know. I guess it's just too much hassle for some people.
Motherfucker.
Like when we played bars with Nate, like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't reveal this information. Never mind. But, I mean, yeah, it's not that hard. You give them a wristband, but, well, I guess who cares? Like, it's pretty much like whoever the contact is. They're just like, yeah, is everyone 21 and up? It's like, yeah, except for our bass player. Is he gonna drink? No. Okay, that's fine. Like, you know, it's just that simple.
I mean,
it's like people just trust you.
What makes a bar like the distillery, where they have a stage, that much more different than, say, the rave, where it's a bigger stage, but they have multiple bars, you know? You're still going to ID everyone, regardless.
Yeah.
I guess it deals with who's ever running it. Or
Yeah.
Deal with.
Yeah.
Well, fuck them all.
So, yeah, so we'll see what happens with Lamb of God. Happy got to see him while he was out of prison for a couple months, so.
Feel like, yeah. Yeah, because if he gets charged and found guilty, because I don't know how the justice system works over there, I don't know if it's a free trial or a fair trial, he would be facing 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, the heavy metal community would erupt, and things would not be good.
Very much so. Yeah, I saw an article before that the singer from Disturbed, David Draven, was very much like trying to get like all his like Twitter fans and shit like that, supporters for Randy.
Yeah, it's garbage because the kid shouldn't have been on there in the first place. So I mean, you have every right to defend yourself because you don't know what he's gonna do. He shouldn't be up there. So
is that like crazy enough to get up there? You know how crazy they are to do that?
People are like, oh, well, it's his fault for like throwing him off the stage instead of like, you know. It's like, no.
You have to take him by the hand and walk him slowly down the steps. Here you go, kid.
Yeah, what if he doesn't get off the stage? What if he, you know...
If he, like, punches Randy in the face?
or, like, has a knife or something. Yeah. Like,
we don't know how security works.
Just get the fuck off the stage.
Exactly.
Or any foreign country, you don't know how their security is. I mean, hell, you don't know how security is pretty much everywhere you go. I mean, let alone a foreign country you've maybe been in, once or twice, and they've never even toured there before.
Yeah. It's not so much the fact that he admits that he threw the kid off the stage, but it's, kid shouldn't have been up there in the first place, so I don't know. I don't think he's guilty of it. And it's bullshit, but okay. Anyways, Ryan.
All right. I had the Chevelle song, definitely check it out, called Fizz Gig. Christina Scabia from Lacuna Coil.
From the luscious Lacuna Coil.
Yeah. Yes. Beautiful Italian woman. Put on her Facebook page that she's listening to some new LC demos. I'm assuming LC can only mean Lacuna Coil. Don't really
That's
know
kind of funny.
anything.
Why don't you listen to your own stuff?
Well, I mean,
you want to make sure it's good. Just make sure
you write lyrics to it. I mean, I don't know. Depends what you define as a demo, I guess. You know.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
So their CD Dark Adrenaline just came out, I believe, end of 2011. Early 2012 it came out.
I thought
it's been a
more
year.
than that.
Dark Adrenaline has been out for...
I thought it was 2011.
I could have sworn I was still listening to that when I was at GB, and I failed quite a bit. And I failed out a couple years ago. Kids, stay in fucking school.
Yeah, kids, stay in school. Don't be a fool. Wrap your tool and stay in school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, don't be that stoner kid who drops out and works the 12 to 8 shift at the Grand Central Station.
Yeah, Dark Adrenaline came out in 2012.
What the fuck?
2012?
January 23rd of 12.
Well, then that's an album I haven't listened to yet. Yeah. What the fuck?
Phenomenal CD.
What was up before that then?
Cold Line or something.
Shallow Life.
Shallow Life. What was on that one? What was the big hit off that one?
Dark Adrenaline is a very, very good CD. It's got the grenade on the front of it.
Wait.
That's Shallow Life.
Yeah, Shallow Life does, yeah. Spellbound was on there. Spellbound was a big song, which is my favorite song.
Shit, I did not know they had a new album.
Better get on that.
Yeah, you better.
Gotta get on this shit.
I only have like half of it, and it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Trip the Darkness.
It's very good.
That's
I'm trying to remember what my favorite song.
End of Time.
Yeah, it's.
That's a slower one, but that one's pretty good.
I'm trying to remember it's either number 7 or number 5. Number 5, Upside Down, is probably my favorite song on that CD. Kill the Light is another good one.
Kill the Light, yeah. That's the one I really like.
They did Losing My Religion by R.E.M.
Oh, yeah.
cover.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't really like R.E.M., but the cover's not bad.
Yeah,
It's pretty decent.
It's okay,
Yeah. If you're a fan of covers.
Well, fuck. I
Yeah.
have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Mind exploded.
I Don't Leave It Tomorrow is another good song. From start to finish, you can listen to it from start to finish multiple times and be
It's
happy.
solid.
Yeah.
It's like when Rob Zombie came out with his second, like, Hillbilly Deluxe 2. I didn't know about that until like a year after it came out. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I don't know.
But in the future, this is what this show is about. Getting new albums out
Yes.
there.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
Yes, follow her on Facebook.
On Twitter, dude. You gotta go on Twitter. Just
And Twitter
follow
as well.
every musician.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's how you get the ins.
Yes.
Well, fuck. I guess I'll have to start doing that.
This was the big news I talked to you about last night that I was really excited about. Alice in Chains finished
Wait,
up
before you say that, though.
Oh.
Speaking of Lacuna Coil, though, Lacuna Coil and Seven Dust announced a show
Doing a tour and they're coming to Madison.
coming to Madison.
We didn't. What was it, a few weeks ago we talked about that? They didn't have a
Yeah, they
Victoria
said-
out there.
Put it on
No,
there.
they do.
It was always like they watched this show and said, we should do a show in Wisconsin.
Well, when you're Italian, you have certain connections.
The familia.
I made some spaghetti sauce and it was all good.
Yeah, they'll be coming to the Majestic Theater in Madison, February 19th.
Yeah, when you texted me that, I was like, no way! I was...
Actually, I feel like that's either going to be a Tuesday or a Thursday.
I feel like it's going to be a bad. Oh. Why?
I know, literally my only class on Tuesday, I think, for next semester is a 5 to 8 class on Tuesday.
Did you just see what day it was?
It's a Tuesday.
Oh, I called it.
So I'm probably gonna skip that, yeah. It's because
it's fucking Seven Dust and Lacuna Coil.
I've only seen Seven Dust once, and there was a band camp like 2 years ago.
2010.
Yeah, and that was literally one of the most intense, like, straight up just pit environments I've ever been in. Like, people were going crazy. And it's the most hits I've ever seen at a concert, too. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, girls were just flashing like crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Or actually, what the fuck am I talking about? I saw Seven Dust last summer at Summerfest. But that was totally different. Because we were on bleachers.
Oh,
so it was like totally, it's like
I
totally
fucking hate
different.
Summerfest. Fuck.
I like that it's on bleachers.
They pull in good artists, but the venues, the actual area in which they hold the show, it's just pure shit.
It would be nice where, I like the bleachers, but it'd be nice to have, like, in the middle of the bleachers, like a pit area.
Section.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, because they have bleachers set up on the side, but then they have solo bleachers
Yeah.
all along the whole fucking
I mean, it's nice because you can, like, enjoy the show and, like, you know, you can take pictures and stuff. And
But you
people
can't really enjoy the show because everyone's standing on the bleachers
Yeah.
when the show starts.
Yeah,
And the whole thing's fucking wobbling back and
Well,
forth.
if you're tall enough, you can see everything.
yeah. I mean, they have a little pit area, like, along the front that's, like, 3 people deep, but it would be nice if it was, like, you know, 10 people deep and then the bleachers start. Then you could have, you know, but it is what it is. I don't know, I've seen a lot of great
Get your
bands
shit
at
together,
Summerfest.
Summerfest.
Yeah, like,
Did you bring Summerfest?
I've been there, I was this past summer to see Chevelle. I've seen
Oh, yeah,
Skillet,
that's right.
Red, 12 Stones, Shine down there, and then I saw Chevelle this past summer.
Cool.
They did not play Fizz gig though.
But yeah, so Lacuna Coil, Seven Dust at the Majestic, I believe.
Mhm.
Have you ever been to the Majestic in Madison?
I've only been to
Is
Madison
that
2
where we
times.
saw Lacuna Coil before? That wasn't the Majestic.
No.
What was that?
That was Majestic. The Majestic is like downtown. That's where
That's on state.
it's
No.
kind of by State Street, but not really. It's like more downtown. That other venue is kind of like
That was off.
Yeah, it was off the beaten
What the
path
fuck
a little
was that
bit.
then?
That was when they were with ATR and Maylene.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But
it was like one of those places that actually has like a theater sort of setup.
Yeah, they're like straight up like sit down, like recline chairs.
That's how Blossom in Cuyahoga Falls is in Ohio. That's where I saw Linkin Park and Chris Cornell.
Holy shit!
A couple times. Yeah, they have, like you said, it's like a little pit area in the front, probably like 5-6 people deep, and then a bunch of actual seating, and then a huge canopy over top, and then just a ton of grass area for you to sit behind. I mean, they'll bring in like.
Oh no, this wasn't like an outdoor thing.
Oh, it was an indoor.
Indoor. Like an indoor.
Yeah, this is outdoor, but kind of like that whole theater setting.
That sounds like Alpine.
Because the Majestic is where I first saw 2 Cents at when they were on tour with Korn, and they left the Korn tour because they had an off date. And they were they were playing a show like near Madison or something, so they did a headlining show in Madison.
I always thought it was weird when like bands do that.
Yeah, and like the Majestic is like it's straight up like almost kind of club thing, like and theater combined. You walk in and like there's like a couple different levels with like tables and like railings, but then there is like a pit area, probably about as big as the one where we saw Lacuna Coil together.
That we can't remember.
Yeah, but it's like a little bit bigger, and then like up above there's like really like almost like Victorian looking like theater seating behind it that goes way up. It's like a balcony. But yeah, the stage is like maybe as high as your table, which is awesome because you're like right there. Like we were like front row, like the dude, like lead singer.
You were like dick and shit.
Yeah, I could have. It was awesome. Yeah, he actually puked on stage and then rolled in it that night. So that was kind of weird. Yeah, they're crazy awesome though. 2 Cents. If you've never heard of 2 Cents, Dress to Kill, great album. Great to party to, great to just go nuts to, and hopefully they come up with a new album soon.
Before you start that, because we were talking about Seven Dust announced their 9th album that's going to come out March 26th of this coming year.
Nice. Yes.
Okay, and Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains, and I just talked about them, I think, like 2 weeks ago on air, saying same old news, talked about being done over the summer, maybe in the fall, early 2013 release. Finally, from Metal Insider the other day, something was posted. Alice in Chains finished their 6th studio album, second one with William Duvall, the lead vocals. I know a lot of people are pissed that they kept the name Alice in Chains. Black Gives Way to Blue I thought was phenomenal.
Yeah, seriously, that was like one of their best records.
I mean, and since I've DJ'd more, I love Alice in Chains. Like, I liked them beforehand. The band called Like a Storm actually did an Alice in Chains Man in the Box cover. Pretty good job, although a lot of live versions I've seen don't really have the greatest quality, so. Yeah. But yeah, finished the new album, didn't see anything on the actual release date.
They were saying that it should come out within the first few months of the coming year.
Good.
Yeah, Black Gives Way to Blue was phenomenal.
I mean, just check my brain, just the beginning of that song is probably one of my favorite beginnings to a song ever. Just the huge guitar at the beginning, I was like, oh.
I mean, my friends Dustin and Noah, we like have a tradition almost where we like, because Dustin has like a killer hot tub at his house that you can like put like CDs in and shit, like speakers pop up. So we would just like chill in there like late in the night. It's not at all gay, so don't make a comment. I know, that's why I just say it.
I was gonna give you another like 3 seconds, and then I was gonna insult you.
And we just like chill in the hot tub and listen to that whole CD like 1 or 2 times through, and just like chill and drink whatever. But like, it's great. It's such a good CD. It's so good.
They were also Alice in Chains were also given a slot at the Download Festival.
Really?
This year, yep.
That's badass.
Last thing I want to talk about was, I think we've mentioned Christmas music on here. Our favorite band's doing Christmas renditions, and I'm hardcore against it. 93 Robbie posted it. 1,000 Foot Crutch did a remake of Heat Miser, which was on the Razor this morning, and it was phenomenal. It was possibly one of the heaviest songs they've ever done.
The only
really
TFK song I know is Move, and that came out a long time.
Yeah, Move is good. Fire It Up is good. They're another one of those hard rock Christian bands.
That's right, yeah, they were.
Yeah. Like, them and Red are probably 2 of the most wild hard rock Christian bands
I would not get that from their Red's somewhat earlier, or recent songs. The Machine.
Feed the Machine, yeah.
I think No Trace actually covered a Red song once.
Nice.
Almost positive.
Zach's band?
Yeah, my band. Not my band. The band I'm involved with.
You don't have an ego at all.
I just hate when I hate when musicians say that like, oh yeah, my band. You know, it's like. So it's you and no one else. Like,
it's kind of just douchey.
Yeah, it is douchey. I hate when people say that. It's not my band. It's the band I'm in or the band I'm involved with. You know,
our band. I'm not in a band, so I can't say this. But
don't be such a chotch about it.
So for what I got, Korn. You guys remember when Head left the band quite a few years ago? There was a reunion last year at a big Headliner Festival.
I think it was in May. I think it was in May or something like that.
It was later in the year.
Remember, Amy Lee tweeted about it. She was all excited.
You know, May is the shortest month, like letter-wise. It's only 3 letters. Nuts, huh?
He's been drinking some of the whiskey.
Well, Head is set to rejoin Korn for at least 2 shows in the coming year: Rock am Ring and Rock am Park.
Just, minor shows. Not a big deal.
Right, they're not that big deal shows. Yeah.
Not like we have cool things like that in America. But...
Well, actually, it's funny that you mention it. I mean,
it's equivalent to a basement show, really.
They're not that big, but for the next year, the Loudest Month has been announced, which is going to span from April 27th to May 27th.
What is that?
The Loudest Month.
What's that?
It means it's like the month with like the biggest shows in America.
Oh.
So we got...
that's cool.
April 27th, we got Welcome to Rockville, which takes place in Jacksonville, Florida.
Nice.
Carolina Rebellion, which takes place May 4th and 5th.
Are there like good bands playing any of these?
Yeah, these are all like big ass fucking shows.
Just wait for the show in Columbus Crew Stadium.
Yeah.
Like, do they have bands announced for those?
Not yet, no.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. It's like the dates were set, but just not the bands yet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah, we got Rockville and Jacksonville, Florida. Carolina Rebellion, May 4th and 5th at Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
Rock Fest, May 11th in Kansas City, Missouri. Rock on the Range, which is probably one that you've heard of. May 17th, 18th, and 19th in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, they're expanding to 3-4 days.
We talked about that. I'm pretty sure the one that you weren't here.
Yeah, they used to be just like 6 bands or something on an opening night, but yeah, it's incredible.
And that's
you should go to that.
Yeah, have you been to that? Or no.
No,
camping. They have camping there too.
They started the year that they started that. Was the first year I stayed up here for summer classes and get caught up to a certain status, so I wasn't a couple credits behind. Yeah, I was home the following month, so I missed it, and I've been living up here ever since they've had that going on.
So there's Rock on the Range, and then we got Rocklahoma, May 24th, 25th, and 26th.
I always look at Rocklahoma.
Pryor, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I've never really been impressed with the whole lineup that they've had. There's a lot of obscure kind of random acts on there.
Okay.
But I don't know whether it's going to be any different.
The only one I've really ever heard was Rock on the Range. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then let's see, I saw Jonathan Davis is in a short documentary, about him just like meeting troops out in Iraq and shit like that.
He's posted a couple videos about that before. Mm-hmm. It's pretty incredible.
For sure. Beastie Boys are being sued for sampling music like illegally. And
I remember hearing about
this comes from a song that came out like in the 90s, and I was like reading the article and it said where it was like, why didn't this lawsuit get brought up before? And their response to that was like, because the technology has just been developed over time that you can hear it clearer or like better now how like the music was sampled illegally or some shit like that.
I think that actually got brought up like a couple weeks after MCA died.
Yeah,
that actually got brought up.
And like when I was reading, I was just thinking to myself, if you can't tell it without a fucking machine, why the fuck are you suing?
Right.
You can sue for anything these days.
You really can.
You want to throw someone off stage? Well, you're gonna go to prison.
Saliva has a new album to come out in 2013. They just recently had a show up here in Appleton on Thanksgiving. I totally forgot about that. I stayed here doing nothing but sleeping.
It was the 25th, wasn't it?
I thought it was on Thanksgiving. If I'd remembered, I'd fucking gone to that instead of just staying here and doing nothing. Egypt Central, the band
Did they break up?
You kick
Really?
ass, yep.
Oh,
And
broke
White
up.
Rabbit, that band broke up a little bit ago.
Damn it. They had some good older stuff, too.
They've been around for a decade, which I did not know
they've been
about.
around for a while.
I heard the song
You
Kick
make-
Ass on the movie Kick Ass. Yeah.
You Make Me Sick is another good song. Over and Under is another good song by them. That's some of their stuff, I think, from probably the mid-2000s. That's actually kind of upsetting.
I don't know, I was
I
actually
really like a lot of their stuff.
Then we got Vince Neil from Motley Crue doing a show, a short TV series on PBS on him getting his pilot's license.
Douchey. Him and Bruce Dickinson should like choreograph like awesome plane shit.
Like the
Like,
detailing that they've done.
yeah.
I wonder how much you can get paid to do that. It's got to be about the money.
Yeah,
It's got to be.
I don't know if it's on PBS though. There's no money in PBS.
Big Bird's not even getting paid these days.
Right?
Nor is Elmo. Oh, too soon. I'm
Touchy.
sorry. Yeah, that's actually really disturbing.
Yeah.
Then we got Godsmack, Sully saying that the band's gonna take just about a year off, not an indefinite hiatus, but just a year-long hiatus
It's kind of upsetting
for the band because they've been on the road for about 2 years straight. And then we got Nickelback's old song "Photograph" being turned into a parody.
Instagram. Yeah.
You said you got a chance if
Yeah, Dustin posted it to me, and I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect. It says exactly what people do. So, I mean, I have Instagram. There's a lot of douchey people who have Instagram too, but I don't know. I like it. I think it's cool.
I'll definitely for sure have to fucking link that.
It's pretty.
It's pretty
Yeah, it's
funny.
pretty funny.
Then we got, I think it was the last thing I had, Mastodon doing a song for the movie Monsters Inc. the prequel to come out in June 21st. To come out June 21st.
It's an interesting choice.
Right? The first movie came out in 2001. So
It's been a long layoff.
Yeah, I did not realize how long it had been until I saw the post. You were probably 12. I was fucking 11 years old when that movie came out.
Yeah.
I would have been a freshman in high school.
Did you see it though when you were a freshman?
No, I've never actually seen the movie.
You've never seen.
I've never seen
you
Monsters,
gotta
Inc.
See it.
It's
awesome.
pretty good. Yeah.
So I mean, just as a fan, I'm pretty excited for this movie to come out. But I'm also excited to hear that a heavy metal band is doing a song for the movie.
Yeah, it's
Because
crazy.
I have no idea how the hell that's going to turn out for a kids movie to have like a heavy metal tone to it.
You're gonna have a lot of frightened kids, or a lot of kids are gonna turn to metalheads at a young age.
Right.
So.
But this isn't going to be the first song for a movie that Mastodon's done. They did "Cut You with a Linoleum Knife" for the movie Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the movie, which I'm a big fan of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I totally love that movie. And the intro to the movie, where the song plays, is totally fucking hilarious. And I'm pretty sure that's it from what I got.
Okay.
Anything else that you guys want to bring up?
I mean, I got a few music questions.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If you guys want to do those, then we got to do the fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we can do the over here. Favorite music to study to,
Oh, that's right.
or to like do any type of like work for like your job.
Sure.
For what's your favorite music to put on?
Oh, for
Because if I put on like shit that I like, like Shadows Fall or Machine Head, like I can't concentrate because I'm
Right.
air drumming,
your air banding and everything.
So there has to be a certain type of music, that you can do homework to while not doing that. So
Yeah.
what's it for you guys?
For homework, I really like Apocalyptica because there are no lyrics for me for like my head to wander into.
Mhm.
and they still got that sort of like heavy sound. So apocalyptic for like homework for me, but when I'm at work, just fucking anything because I'm a driver for Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
Here at the Main Street store, which I kind of there are words that I could say, but I shouldn't.
No, I shouldn't.
But
It's not his favorite place.
But yeah, because I'm a driver, I can listen to anything, and I will start air banding while I'm driving. So really, pretty much fucking anything while I'm working, just start going to it.
Gotcha. Ryan?
Well, back in the day when I was in school, I didn't know you brought this to me yesterday. I was like, I gotta do some thinking. Like you said, I can't really listen to metal or a lot of hard rock. Like Korn, I couldn't really do while I'm studying. Usually, like Breaking Benjamin was a band I listened to quite a bit while studying, or Skillet, Lacuna Coil, kind of bands along those lines of still rock, but maybe not crazy wild.
Sure. Yeah.
Loud, and always needed something. And while I'm working, a DJ.
Yeah.
So whatever's on. I mean, anything from 1968. Journey and Queen, and we don't play Journey on our station. Queen all the way through Korn, Avenged. Like if I have a Korn song come on, or Avenged, or Five Finger Death Punch, unfortunately we play the same song over and over. They have a lot of great hits. We don't play Bad Company.
Yeah.
Crew, Iron Maiden, Alice in Chains. I get a lot of music I want to listen to in a day. I mean, there's some songs I'm tired of hearing, but same time, I can hear Linkin Park's One Step Closer 1,000 times a year, and I won't get tired of it.
Cool.
And you?
Well, for studying, it's either like some instrumental bullshit, or one of my ones that I always go to is Rammstein.
Nice.
Just because, I don't know. I guess with the whole lyric thing, like, I don't really know what they're saying because I don't know any German really. So
see, like with Rammstein,
it's just heavy, and I can just go with it.
I would look up the lyrics and try and remember the English translation.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember it, so I just kind of like not all of them, but I know like bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So I can't like do it. I can't have that while I'm studying. So I'll pick up the words that I do remember, and it'll just like pull me into like the internet world and try and like it'll make me like look up exactly what everything is.
Right. But yeah, so studying Rammstein. Otherwise, I mean, my bartending job, I can't listen to music.
You gotta listen to the crappy music that they choose to play, don't you? Where do you bartend at?
The Hyatt.
Okay.
Like weddings and shit. So
so this is like classy where you can't.
Yeah, we can't even drink on the job, so
that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
So I can't listen to music for that. For my music internship critic job, like I just listen to the fucking band that's playing. But for maintenance and painting, especially for painting, I really like listening to like underground, like rap. A lot of like Living Legends.
Some futuristic sex robots.
No, not futuristic sex robots. Stuff a little bit more mellow than that. Like I don't know. Yeah, like underground or like classic rock for painting. I don't know. Just kind of like keeps me in the zone. Whereas like metal like jacks me up. It's just like kind of keeps me, But then my other question on the spot: what is the dumbest or stupidest thing you've ever seen done at a concert? Doesn't have to be a huge band. It could be like a local band.
Well, I mean, last night I just saw that pretty cute girl just getting knocked the fuck out during the mosh pit.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be like, it could be like just about the musicians. Like, what's the dumbest thing you've ever seen done?
When we were at Will Rock Fest, the one black dude that was a part of Deuce, he like tripped over a rock and like pretty much fell.
Okay.
I don't know how many bands that have done anything stupid that I've seen, but the first time I saw Skillet, some dude was like, you go up to your girlfriend, you give her, hug her back. He did that the whole show.
Ooh.
Like, literally, I feel kind of bad, but this chick was like way out of this dude's league. My girlfriend is way better looking than I am. I'll kick my coverage on that. But, like, the whole time,
Me too.
the whole time, he's just like holding her back and forth like that, and he keeps like swaying into us. To me, that's probably, I I should have mentioned that annoying things at concerts. When you're like, you know, when you're not in the mosh pit or people aren't hitting everything, and the dude that just keeps walking like in front of you. I mean, I can mostly see over a lot of people when somebody's just the perfect height where it's like right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just don't keep hugging your girlfriend at the concert. Ooh.
I guess that is the other annoying thing is just having a girlfriend at a concert.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Especially when they're up close, like to the stage.
And it's an intense show too.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta watch out for them. You can't really enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Because like both of our girlfriends are pretty like petite.
Very small, yeah.
Yeah, Ashley's pretty thin, but she hasn't been to a concert with me. I'm trying to. Actually, when we talked about rock before, I actually made her a list of rock songs. She enjoyed them so far.
That's good.
It's good. I put like Chevelle and Shinedown and stuff like that on there. I haven't hit like any Korn or Disturbed or anything like that. Actually, I did have a Disturbed song. I had Prayer.
Ooh.
Sorry for the softer Disturbed.
Yeah, no, for me, I showed my girlfriend the 10 Years Beautiful, just to start her off at that point.
Oh, oh sweet.
Not even that. I was
Just more cheese in there. Lots of Cheez-Its, man.
It wasn't even that. I was literally just listening to 10 Years, and then we started talking on Facebook. I'm like, oh, hey, you should check out this song, because it was literally the song I was listening to at the moment.
I believe you.
The dumbest thing I've ever done was actually, or ever seen was at a show that No Trace actually played at. It was a show a few years ago, and we were like, there was a headliner band, and we played right before them. It was just this, you know, really crappy, like, indie rock, kind of like, boys like girls, paramore kind of bullshit.
Oh.
And so we played before them, and these kids just thought, you know, they were the shit. And so, of course, we had to help them lift, like, a fucking grand piano onto, like, a 6-foot-high stage or something.
Wait, was that the headlining band or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were all there. We used our PA because we had, like, a kick-ass PA. And so we helped them lift this huge fucking heavy piano up onto the stage. And the kids asking, one of the guitar players was asking our other guitar player, Dustin, if he could borrow his wireless.
Oh, wow.
And Dustin was like, no. You know, hey, that's my shit.
For sure.
And so the kid ends up, why he wanted the wireless, because he was going to try to do, you know, some guitar swings during their set. So the kid, he's on, if you're looking at the stage, he's on the far left. There's also a grand piano on the stage. The kid is just, he goes for the guitar swing, throws it, here's the neck of the guitar, throws it around this way, the neck of the guitar just comes down, onto the grand piano, and like swings, like, there's like a huge fucking nick in that piano that like belonged to the venue that we were playing at, and like the kid just
they were never invited back.
The kid just, I mean, it was like a fucking like church hall or something, like it was just a local, you know, place, but that was so fucking funny. It was so stupid.
Grand pianos are so fucking expensive.
Yeah, they're more than a couple bucks, but. Yeah, that was one of the stupidest things that I've ever seen done, and just overall made himself look like even more of a jackwagon than he already was.
Oh, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Did we want to talk about how at like the end of the year, because that's kind of coming up, that we're doing like
we'll do
categories?
Oh, I guess we could
like kind of
break
break
it
it
down.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before the year ends, guys, we're gonna have our own sort of little awards show. Wait, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our own little awards show, which I guess in the following week, if not the week after, we'll announce.
Should we start that next week? I'm gonna be gone the whole week of Christmas. I'll be back in Ohio.
Probably then. Okay, yeah.
Probably
So
next week. Yeah.
So next week we'll announce the categories and the bands that we believe belong in the categories. Then the week after that, or within that week, we'll sort of just talk to each other and see who we feel should win in those categories. And then the week after that, we'll announce the winners.
Nuts!
I don't know, isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
It's like our own Golden God Awards.
That was the other thing I was going to say. When is that?
I think
Do
it's
you remember when it was?
May or
Yeah,
June.
it
was somewhere earlier in the
summer.
year,
It's
right?
early in the year, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be shit all over the internet about it.
Yeah. The internet, and that's it.
Yeah, because they don't play it on TV.
Yeah.
It was the
Yeah,
first year.
especially, yes. Yeah.
I thought it was really cool to see it on the internet, though.
That was cool. God, when members of Machine Head, Trivium, and Corey Taylor.
Oh, the Creeping Death by Metallica.
God, that was fucking sick. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Trivium and Machine Head, obviously. Rob Flynn, my man.
And then, I guess real quick, we'll have our Fuck That Shit segment.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, for my Fuck That Shit is fuck the Grammys. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. I would have to say mine is like just people in bands acting like they're better than they really are. Just acting like total douche nozzles and getting like super loaded before they play shows. And just acting like a bunch of fucking idiots. Yeah. And just, like, people who are, like, associated, like, good friends with the band just acting like they're the shit and, like, they can do whatever they want. I don't know. That just pisses me off that people just act that way.
Fuck that shit of people on stage, bands on stage. Okay, some random fucking band opened up for, I think, Shinedown, before I was a couple years ago. He had a beard, he's like, I had a baby girl the other day. This one's for her. Yeah. It's like, great. Good for you. My buddy goes, people have babies every fucking day. Congratulations. We all feel so proud of you now. Not like having a baby is a terrible thing. It's awesome. Yeah. My friends have kids. Great. Right. My best friend back home has a kid. But as lead singer, nobody knows who you are. I don't care you had a kid. Good for you.
Do you remember who that band is?
Bellevue Sweet.
Bellevue Sweet.
Fuck you!
Some random band. Dude looked like he was like 45 years old. He just had a kid. I was like, dude, you're going to be like 60s. When your kid actually graduates high school. You won't be able to help them move in on college because you're going to be so old.
The best thing for a band who's, like, new and never really been to a city before, take an example for Silosis when they've been on tour with Lamb of God. They just get on stage, they don't try to jack the crowd up at all, like swearing at him and calling them a bunch of motherfucking cocksuckers like most bands do.
Asking Alexandria calls us a bunch of cunts. I'm like, thanks, dickhead.
They just
however, cunt is a lot more loosely used in the UK than it is here.
True, but we're in the US.
Yeah. Fuck you asking Alexandria. But anyways, they just get on stage, they look tough, they're like, in between like a couple songs, they're like, we've never been to Milwaukee before, like, this is awesome, blah, blah, blah. And they just play the next song, and they're like, don't, throw cans of beer and shit out into the audience. They just stand there, and they're humble, and they just look tough, and they just, I don't know, they just demand respect that way, and people give it to them.
Just go out and put on a good show.
Yeah, you don't have to act like a... And a quote from Jack Black, rock isn't about getting loaded and acting like a, I don't know, something, but...
So like, not a quote from Jack Black?
He said something like that in School of Rock. And acting like an idiot or something. I know, I mean, he didn't swear, I don't think.
Okay. Like a tool.
Rock isn't about getting loaded and acting like a...
Ninja monger?
A fool or something, I don't know.
That's a good movie, though.
Yeah, School of Rock is just a great film. A cinematic achievement of its time. It's
of the early 2000s. That era.
As much of a kid movie as that is, it's still really awesome.
It's awesome, man.
Agreed.
Do you guys have anything else?
I have a little left in my drink. That's about it.
I've got one thing that we can toast to. Before, as we end the show, today would have been Randy Rhodes' birthday.
That's true, I did hear that.
Randy Rhodes.
Randy motherfucking Rhodes.
Well,
happy birthday.
I hope you're shredding in heaven, Mr. Rhodes.
Happy birthday.